All right. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Joe Stevens with Seahawk Talk. To my left is ZachTalksHawks, and we are Seahawks Coast to Coast, your number one Central Pennsylvania, South Seattle Seahawks podcast on YouTube every Thursday night. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. That was quite the intro. Good job.
I
Uh,
thought about it.
Irrefutable. I mean, I think we got this market down.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know another Central Pennsylvania, South King County podcast that does what we do.
Yeah,
So,
we've scared the
um,
competition away.
anyways, how was we took last week off? That was my fault. How's your 3 weeks been?
There's been a lot going on, and when you're talking Seahawk news, I mean, we got a loaded show for you today. Of course, the events of this evening um,
Yeah.
have not exactly helped with the loading of the show. It just makes it more ballooned. But I mean, over the last few weeks, we've got to see Seattle on Hard Knocks. We've got to see different roster moves and roster injuries, and
Hmm.
there's a lot to go through with this team. And of course, today is a big day if you're looking at the free agent market because yeah, we got some big news if
Yeah.
you're a
Let's not
Seahawk
bury.
fan.
Yeah, let's not bury the lead. I had Hard Knocks goes behind the scenes. I made this before the show. You can see it was at 2:25 p.m. today. I screenshotted. Hard Knocks goes behind the scenes of Seahawks Terrion Arnold tryout. Um, I didn't really think anything was going to happen, and then timestamp 4:36. ESPN sources: former Lions cornerback Terrion Arnold plans to sign with the Seattle Seahawks. Arnold also visited the Texans, Saints, and Giants. Next, the NFL must decide whether to put on Arnold on the commissioner's exempt list after he was arrested in February on felony charges in connection with a kidnapping and robbery in February.
Wild.
So, high character guy. I know in Hard Knocks they're trying to make it seem like, they talked to Jalen Milrow about it. They talked to the DB's coach about it, who had connections. This just gives off. I think I told you just on the cell phone. Still use that term on the cell phone. Um, that this just gives me bad vibes. I don't know. Like I'm excited for on the field, but uh, he's facing life in prison. So how I don't know like where we take the moral stand. Obviously, the Seahawks have had people like private investigators looking into it. Obviously, it's not us, but it's just not a good look, I believe, for the program. Um, compared to like the Rams trading for a Trent McDuffie. So go ahead. You got a
Yeah,
lot.
I mean, like, listen, I am default the character guy, and so I do believe what you do matters. And I believe he called you Unk because you said you said cell phone. So good on you. Um,
You know what made me even more of an unk? The fact that I thought he was talking about your North Carolina blue T-shirt. I really thought
no,
he was.
no.
Yeah.
Um,
Thanks, Jenna.
um, yeah, I'm really out on this. Look, we live in a country where you're innocent until proven guilty, and I'm really like I everywhere you look for this, like just depends on where you look. It's either the most slam dunk case in the history of cases, or the evidence is flimsy at best. So I have no idea what to believe, but man, like this team for so long has just been like next man up, like we can do it with our guys, and it's not like I know the position is a position of need, but still, I really would have wanted to see like those guys in that room really get a shot. So I don't know. I'm with you. It's like bad juju.
Okay. This is going to be a little long-winded. This is from the Hillsborough State Attorney's Office. Okay. Just going to read this. The State Attorney's Office will file criminal charges against Detroit Lions player Terrion Arnold following his arrest in connection with a February robbery and kidnapping in Tampa. Arnold is facing multiple felony charges, which carry a potential sentence of up to life in prison. Arnold's confidants, Boyaki Hilton, Lindell Hudson, Freddie Lee Hughes III, Christian Williams, are currently being held behind bars without bond in connection to the case. Two other confidants, Ariana Del Valle, Jasmine Randazzo. These people need to get some normal names. I'm sorry, that's all I'm struggling on. Pleaded guilty to their roles in the crime during a court hearing on June 24th. Randazzo was sentenced to 4 years in Florida State Prison, followed by 6 years of probation. Del Valle entered an open plea with the court, and sentencing will be set off to a later date. As the plea agreements, they are required to testify truthfully in any future proceedings related to the case. Last paragraph. Arnold is accused of coordinating and directing co-defendants to lure three men to an apartment where the victims were robbed, beaten, held at gunpoint. Arnold believed the victims in the case stole more than $200,000 worth of his property items, personal property items, during a stay in his Airbnb property. Although there's no evidence to prove that the victims were involved in the theft, the investigation further revealed Arnold orchestrated the kidnapping and robbery just hours after reporting the missing items to the Largo Police Department. So it's not looking good. Sorry. I know I'm a bad reader. Did you get that at least the gist of it? It doesn't seem like it's looking great. And I screenshotted this because I know we were going to talk about it. So he's basically, if he plays, right, when and if he plays, if he's going to plead not guilty, obviously. This just seems like such a hood thing to do that you don't do. This reminds me so much of the Quentin Dunbar situation. This is like identical to the Quentin Dunbar situation. And Quentin Dunbar sucked. I don't know if you remember that. He was bad. So obviously he's going to be replacing Reek Woolen when and if he plays. I looked up their PFF grades from last season. Okay. Reek Woolen finished the 2025 NFL season with a 61.2 defensive grade, ranking 61st out of 114 qualified cornerbacks. His coverage grade was 60th out of 114. That's kind of what I'm going at. Okay. Terrion Arnold, 52.6 overall defensive grade, which was 97th out of 114 cornerbacks. So this seems like this almost seems like a project guy that Mike Macdonald is like, which also it seems like it's more John than Mike at this point. If we did watch Hard Knocks, it really seemed like it was more John than Mike, but it just seems like one of these project guys that not only is he a project, he's also possibly a convicted felon. So, yeah. At least we traded for Dunbar before the felony case came out. And, we've had history of this, the Frank Clark domestic violence issue at Michigan. He was a young kid. Not saying that this guy's not a young kid. He's 23 years old. But it's such a hood thing to do. And that's what kills me. And I just don't. We've had criminals before, right? We've had Michael. Do you remember Michael Kendricks? This reminds me a lot of the Michael Kendricks situation, where we have a guy that's awaiting a court for a white collar crime for insider trading and still playing for the Seahawks. I kind of hate it.
Yeah, I do too. I just don't think it's necessary. That's the like this team for multiple years now like has been okay with going into the season with gaps at positions, letting the guys on the rosters compete. And then if you don't fill it, like if those players aren't stepping up, they make a trade at the trade deadline.
Yeah,
and they've been excellent.
Even when Pete was here. Look at Leonard Williams. Ernest Jones. Ernest Jones is the best.
Yeah.
I realized Leonard Williams is probably the most impact player we traded for, but Ernest Jones, I think, is the glue that got us to where we needed to be. And then Rashid Shaheed. It's just I get the talents there. I totally get it. And I get they've done a lot more research than us just reading 2 paragraphs from the county's website that he got arrested in. It just reminds me of it. Like I think I told you on the phone before he signed. It seems like a bad karma move. And I don't know if as we've seen on Hard Knocks, if there's a team's culture that could turn this guy around, it'd be here. But I'd like to get the legal stuff situated before we have that.
Absolutely. And I don't know if this was done because there were other teams, right?
They're definitely
that were looking at him, and then you kind of get this pressure of, man, if we don't get him now, we're never going to get him, and like.
John Harbaugh talked about how they had him in for a visit. So it's obviously not just the Seahawks.
And I just feel like this was such a, like they were baited into doing it. Like it's just not smart.
I thought it was wild that we were watching. You watched the second episode of Hard Knocks, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Not that we're doing anything that we shouldn't.
Yeah, exactly. Look at the whole 0 people watching this second, so it's fine. But they had him on the depth chart. That's when I kind of was like, "What?" Like you remember at the end of the episode that all the players on magnets and all of them are blurred out, right? Because you're not supposed to see the depth chart, which is totally understandable. And then they throw up Terrion Arnold's name, and you're like, they might be really thinking about this. And part of me thought the only reason that they came out and said anything about it was because they were on Hard Knocks and they knew that people were going to be videoing them. But then to just really go for the throat, do the whole thing, they didn't have to do that. No. But hey, this could be great.
And it could be awful. And I'm of the mind, if you are the champs, err on the side of caution. And this is like, man, this has so much potential to not be a good thing. Like, why? I
hope he's great. And I hope he
does. I hope he's great too. And you know what I hope? I hope that it is flimsy, and he's innocent, and this is all just some crazy thing. I know.
He did.
I know. And so
I know it's innocent till proven guilty, but we're not judges. We can just say there's no chance that he did not do it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm going to knock on wood here. I've never been arrested for kidnapping and robbery because I've never put myself in the situation to get arrested for kidnapping and robbery.
Yeah. Same. Just to be clear.
No, I don't know. You kind of hesitate a little bit, but keep it for sure.
Hey, yeah.
Sorry, not to get distracted. Just had to show it off. But yeah, I don't know. I just something about it just says This seems like a desperate move from the least desperate team in the NFL.
Yep.
Let's
Yeah,
see,
Brett. Yeah, you did.
I called
Yep.
it.
He did.
Who's he a fan of again? I forget. He's been in here before.
Brett is a fan of the. I don't know.
He's a
Does
college
Brett really?
team.
Yeah, he's a college.
Yeah.
Like he's Alabama. He's way more college than he is pro. But
Oh my god, we'll get into this, Brett. If you stick around, we will get into this because I got some college stuff I'd like to talk about before the end of the show if we have time, because it's a pretty jam packed show. We've been 17 minutes and all we've talked about is a felon that just signed with the team a couple hours ago. Okay, Brett, we'll talk in a bit. We'll put a pin in that. Circle back.
yeah, he's the podcast that I didn't go to, so you should thank him that.
Hey.
That you get to have me.
Hey, listen here, buddy.
Hope the interview went well, bud.
Yeah, you listen here. It's August 13th right now. we're coming up on football season real quick. So, let's get into some Hard Knocks stuff. Where should we start? We'll actually just put this up. This is the only one I saved from last week, or a couple weeks ago. Where do you want to start? You want to start with? Let's just start with Devin Witherspoon's contract, because that was on the first episode and we haven't talked. Sorry once again for talking so much, but I loved the fact that when they started that interview with him in the car, when they're driving, I'm like, he's gonna say something that's gonna piss me off as a fan. He did the exact opposite.
Yeah, I thought he crushed it.
He said, I don't remember verbatim what he said, but basically said, it's going to work itself out. We need to not focus on that, and I need to get on the field. And that's what I'm focused on. And I just put this up. I forgot I had it. That was probably the coolest, I don't know. That just made me like him that much more.
Yeah.
The fact that he's like, we care about getting better as a team. And it was like, holy shit. Coming from a defensive back? No way.
Yeah, I agree. The first episode did wonders for him. And for him to... I mean, in that situation, you kind of wonder, like... Yeah, all right, cameras are rolling. Like, you know, you're gonna give a PR answer. You're gonna give something real, and I really believe like he means that. Like,
yeah, because it wasn't strictly by the book. He said, "I think I play the second hardest position on the field, and I should be paid for it."
Yeah,
like he wasn't like rolling over, right? But he also wasn't like, you can tell he's a team player, and that just made me so happy to see that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just terrific attitude. I think the star of episode 1 is Coach. I mean, what a treat where we get to kind of, like, for us who are fans, like, we know Macdonald has a personality. We know that he's he can be a very intense guy, and you saw that as episode 2 led in, but episode 1 was really a breath of fresh air, I think, for many people when it came to looking at our coach. And I love that for him. Like,
the weddings, the bringing up the weddings.
How cool.
And how personable he is. And like how he's like, I'm the most awkward guy in the room, I promise. And just like it just showed how much the culture has changed from Pete. Not saying that Pete's culture was bad. It's just dated, right? It's not the early 2010s anymore, which sucks. I kind of wish it was. I'd be a lot less older, have a lot more life ahead of me. But it just shows that even in the second episode, talking about Coach Mike Macdonald, is he can be a hard ass. He can also be their best friend. Like you saw him, yeah, I have written down Derek Hall. Derek Hall bull rushing right by Sam Darnold, him getting pissed, and then Derek Hall rushing, albeit not as close the second time, but still too close compared to everybody else. And he got on his ass, and then guess what? In a little bit, it was the same practice. He was giving him a hug, saying, "I know you're pissed at me. We love you because you play like that. We just hate you at practice." Like it just,
Yeah.
he can. It helps that he's young. He communicates with these guys so well. Like, and I've watched a lot of Hard Knocks before, and never intently like this. Obviously, it just, it's a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, it is crazy. Like in that moment where McDonald is like, you can whine about it all you want. It turns out I'm the one that's leading the effing practice, and he was like really digging in, and that really hit me because I was like, man, for a dude who's never played the game,
Yep.
to look at these men who are giants ahead of him, right? Like McDonald, like you look at McDonald in like an isolated room, the dude is ripped. Like to us mere mortals, like McDonald's jacked. But then you put him next to all the football players, he's a small dude. And for him, who's never played the game, to have enough cachet to lean into a guy like that, like, there's coaches in the NFL that don't talk to their players like that. And the best part is, that if they do, there's less coaches that feel the need in that same practice to go and make it right. And man, like, what a cool breath of fresh air.
Not only that, taking it back to the first episode, Brady Russell was talking about Derek Hall's money. Derek Hall seems to fight with a lot of people, and it's actually hilarious because it's not like, you can tell no one hates him. He just gets under everybody's skin, which is like, he's like the Eric Cartman. Not a lot of people hate Cartman, but he's going to be there no matter what. He's an integral role to this operation. There's no South Park without Eric Cartman. There's no Seahawks Pass Rush without Derek Hall this year. Him talking to Brady Russell, being like, did you kind of step over the line a little bit, talking about his money? He's like, yeah, I shouldn't have said that. It's we got nephews running around the back. Sorry if you can hear that. But it's just, I don't know. I love this team, and I'm so happy they're on. I don't think I'd care if it was another team. A lot of people are probably like, wow, this Hard Knock sucks. But for us, it's awesome.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Derek Hall, at one point he goes, my truck got stuck right here last year, and I'm assuming it's during the ice storm. Maybe if you put a front drive line in your truck that's 12 feet tall, you wouldn't get stuck as easy. So don't know if anybody noticed that his truck didn't have a front drive line, but
yeah, Brett, if you're watching still, bud, you need to check out Derek Hall's truck. That's right.
It might be the most think of a non-offensive word, and then it's pretty bad. It has interco boggers on it, on like 20. What's the biggest wheel size they make? They started making like 24-inch wheel diameter boggers. It's on bags, obviously, because it is about a 24-inch lift. And he did it all himself, right? He's like, oh, man, I work on my truck. He's taking the inner fender well off on the front with just a quarter-inch drive ratchet for no reason. I was watching that. So those of you who don't know, I am a heavy equipment mechanic, a diesel mechanic. And I'm watching it, and I'm like, they told him to just take the inner fender well off for no reason. And then all of a sudden, he just goes with his phone and hits his airbags. I'm sure to normal people that don't work on stuff, they're probably like, wow, yeah, he's really working on that. But I was like, wow, he's taking the fender liner off of his truck for absolutely no reason. I don't know. I thought it was funny. But
yeah, Brett, you need to go Google Derek Hall's truck.
Yeah, it's a mega
If you
cab.
if you haven't seen Hard Knocks, you need to go look at this truck that's
It's like an
making the
early
rounds.
20s mega cab with American Force like 24s and boggers and like a 24-inch lift. And it's insane. And there's no front drive shaft because he, for one, never puts it in 4-wheel drive, obviously, because he can't. And for two, dude, you have the money to have a custom made front drive shaft. Obviously, you got the rear done. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah. Well, so other than his truck, I've been really enjoying Hard Knocks. The episode 2 was really cool. I feel like bringing in the Spurs head coach and
I didn't know he was from here.
And yeah, I didn't know either. Seattle native, and like bringing him in and talking with him.
Wemby.
Yeah, talking about Wemby. I thought that was awesome, and um, kind of like that like winter championship DNA, like great minds talking together about what all that takes, and and then as a pastor, I found it hysterical.
I was gonna bring it up. Yeah.
The church service at towards the end, that was amazing. And I might steal a slide or two and just sneak it in on Sundays because I thought that was hysterical. That was awesome.
Yeah, talking about how he climbed Mount Rainier and the verbiage that they were using.
Yeah.
What does it say?
Mob is good all the time, and all the time, mob is good.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. I thought that was awesome. Another thing I want from episode 1, the running back coach does say the word fuck constantly. I thought I was watching it laughing. I was like, dude, just what the fuck are we doing? Fucking this. And then he just shimmies. He's like, what the fuck is this? And it was like, I think he said a little like it lost its luster after the 20th time in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
But I thought, I think that was Coach Tom Hammond, I think his name was.
Yeah. And like, the thing I don't understand is, I mean, I know the adage is those who can't teach. That guy is huge. Those who can't do
teach.
Yeah. That guy's huge. I don't know how he got to be qualified to teach running backs. Maybe he was a running back in a former life.
Dude, have you seen God, there's an NFL running back. I can't think of him. Of course I can't. It's not Eric Dickerson. It's a guy around that time frame that you look at him and you're like, you were never a running back in the NFL. He weighs like 400 pounds. I think it's a common thing. He probably played college football.
Probably.
But I thought, speaking of coaches, episode 2, receivers coach was awesome. Talking about Jackson Smith and Jigba, how like he came up to him. If you're a Seahawks fan, you can kind of tell he was sliding DK Metcalf the entire time because he goes, JSN's so awesome to coach. He told us he wanted to be coached. There's none of the, what do you mean? But, and I just loved when they were in the meeting room, just two of them, and they were talking about run blocking, whether he was taking the corner or the safety. And he's like, I've been doing this for 3 years. And he's like, are you rage baiting me right now? You know I'm not having a good day. I thought that was awesome. JSN still talks like he's like 15 years old. Also, it reminds me a lot of Tyler Lockett, but
yeah,
not as like, you're going to hate this, but not as corny as Tyler Lockett. I feel like it feels more authentic.
Not my boy.
Did you just see that?
I was too busy sobbing and looking away, but I did hear the door open and close.
It's fine. I just hope my nephew had clothes on when he opened the door. Might have to check back on that.
This video is not made for children. Now we have nudity. Oh, look at it. How far we've fallen.
Yeah. Might need to put a lock on that door. That caught me off guard so much. JSN. These are just kind of some notes, not necessarily off of Hard Knocks, but in camp. Well, first off, Hard Knocks, Cooper Kupp did go to Travis and Taylor's wedding. We kind of forgot to mention that. Episode 1, no big deal. Ran into Tony Romo there, just shooting the bullshit together, just him and Tony. JSN, once again, looks amazing, just especially in slow motion. You see how late his hands come up when the ball's thrown his way. Some good fights, episode 1, especially between Derek Hall and Cabaldoo, I think it was.
Yep.
Leonard Williams thought about retiring in New York, and he's like, the hustle and bustle just isn't for me. I prefer gardening in the Northwest. I think Ernest Jones looks like a real leader. That is... Oh, one more thing. Sam Darnold's spin rate. How long do you think they focused in on that ball and played You Spin Me Right Round? How long do you think that was?
Like in real life?
No.
Or the
like
clip?
How much screen time do you think that took? Because it felt like it took all day.
Oh, it felt like it took forever. I was grooving to the music.
I sure wasn't. I was like, what is going on? I'm exhausted. Get through this.
They just kept going. And I was like, man, am I going to hear the whole song?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. 59 seconds.
Wow.
I rewatched it today. 59 seconds of You Spin Me Right Round with a ball flying through the sky. Anything else on Hard Knocks that you want to talk about?
I really liked in episode 2 how they settled the fight.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that with the axes with Riley Mills and
it was sledgehammers, and they had a mount, and Riley Mills was going up against now I forget his name.
Mason Richmond.
Yes, and the whole bit was like, all right, you gotta hold them out here, and whoever holds them out here the longest wins. And it's that kind of culture stuff that I do appreciate about this show, and they're knocking it out of the park. So yeah, I really enjoyed. I've really enjoyed Hard Knocks so far. So thank you.
Yeah. News from camp, really quick. Just a couple little things before we get to the headlines.
Really.
I guess George Holani, I've heard, looks great in pass protection. I guess he's going, I want Ernest Jones every time. Which is awesome to hear. And I guess Byron Murphy looks absolutely unstoppable. And it doesn't matter who's Gray's Abel's an awesome freaking. That's another thing on Hard Knocks. If you're a Seahawks fan, you're watching, you're worried about our O-line. The fact that this defensive line is good. You have Byron Murphy coming off the bench on this defensive line. And I think he's going to finally be a Pro Bowler this year, probably end up being at least hopefully second team All Pro. He's going to get his flowers finally. So
training camp news.
That's kind of where we're at. That's kind of headlines.
Okay. Rob Utes.
I didn't want to start with that. I want to start with a good story.
I'm sorry, but I'm devastated. Okay, let's do this. This is good.
Yeah, this is kind of the news we thought was going to be the news of the week. I cannot believe he passed his physical already from watching episode 1 of Hard Knocks, where he's just rolling around on a scooter. So big deal for the Seahawks. Obviously, Nick Umanwori. It is so nice having Hard Knocks because you can kind of just. You heard Warren Moon talking about him with Mike Macdonald before the practice about how he's kind of a mixture of Kyle Hamilton and Derwin James. And it's going to be a big get if he can start the season off strong.
Yeah. Same. It's all with all these guys coming back from injury. My only fear, don't rush them back. Trust the depth. Make sure that you're doing what you need to do. And same thing with the Charbonnet stuff, which is unfathomable that we're thinking that he's going to start as soon as what they think. And yet he was also in Hard Knocks, and he was just chilling chilling at the desk in the running back room, and I was like, holy smokes, like there's no boot, there's no nothing, he's there. And so yeah, don't rush him back. I know they're freaks of nature, but don't rush back. We need them.
Yeah. I'm just excited. I'm so happy I didn't buy you an Eamon Mori jersey for your
Would have
birthday
cursed him.
or
Would
whatever.
have cursed him.
Yeah, because we would have been like, dude, that was so dumb. Why'd we do that? Or sorry, I lied. I meant an Oots jersey. Because remember, I was like, oh, I was gonna get you an Oots jersey for your birthday.
This hurts.
Turns out he's on the IR. We did sign another fullback. Yeah, I was definitely thinking about you when the news broke. I guess it was finally reported it was a neck injury because remember it was weird the whole time. No one knew what it was. They were like, "Oh, he has an undisclosed injury." So I'll get your reaction on this because I don't care as much.
It sounds like it could be like a career kind of thing because it's a neck injury, and that makes me really, really sad. And
You're selfish. You care about Robbie Oots. You care about yourself.
Oh no! I just really, man, I was so excited bringing the fullback back, and they're
gonna have one. They signed a guy. I don't remember his name, but they signed a guy.
His name is Lamp. It's gonna be Brady Russell duking it out with Brock Lamp, and
I love Lamp.
I love Lamp. Oh man, I can get behind that. I see how quickly I move on, but I think that I really enjoyed him, and it does sound like this could be a career ender. So
it does it because I didn't read much into it. I just I was like Zach will definitely know.
Well, I do, and it ain't good. So
is Lamp gritty?
I don't. I don't know. He is.
Okay. That's what Zach cares about. Zach likes a lot of grit in his fullback.
Still got two gritty guys that can
duke
it out. First guy's in, last guy's out kind of guys.
Yeah, Brady Russell and Lamp, really.
What's up, Gregory?
Zach loved Owen Schmidt.
What's up, Gregory? We are mourning Robbie Oots as he will not be playing for the Seahawks this year, or more than likely not be playing football.
Go away.
In the near future.
Sorry, I watched Talladega Nights not that long ago. Go away.
Yeah, that's true, Gregory. That's true.
What do you say?
At least we won't have to witness a scary situation like we did with Ricardo Lockett.
Or like Cliff Averill was weird because you're like, oh, it's a stinger. Same with Cam Chancellor, and that was the same season, like 4 weeks within each other, and it's like, oh, they'll be back. Nope, never. So, let's see what we got. We have a running back injury update. Okay, so don't know much about this. Darian Price has been dealing with lower body soreness. Probably the fact that he got like 2 carries all last season at Notre Dame, and they play an FCS schedule. Seems like he was going through walkthroughs today pretty good, but Emmanuel Wilson wasn't. So that's kind of the news we have on that. Any elaboration? I guess
not really.
I did. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I am kind of bummed about the Emmanuel Wilson stuff. I know we talked about it on the show before. Like, I was really excited to see, what he could be doing. So, a lot of pressure on the rook.
Yeah, I did write that Jadarian Price actually looks great from reports in the passing game. So that's kind of exciting to see. I don't know what this offense is going to look like. I'm assuming. Hey,
he's wearing clothes. Count your blessings. Well, welcome.
I'm working. What are you doing?
Just be with you.
You gonna say hi?
Hi.
Okay.
Hi.
Yeah. So I don't know. It seems like it might be a George Holani start to the season.
Hey,
Yeah.
Marco.
Yeah.
I have a headphone on.
No, we don't have headphones.
Oh.
You can sit down and hang out.
Okay.
All right. Love you.
Hey,
Okay.
don't feel bad, bud. The last for those of you who might not know, I do dabble in other podcasts, and last week we had a iRacing NASCAR podcast that I was on, and my children crashed an entire segment, and yeah, it was just mass pandemonium.
Yeah, my dog just crashed. The
I
entire
see the
segment.
dog that's crashed it. Man, it's a party up in here.
Bradley, will you go shut the door?
All right.
Let's get back to it. Sorry. Anyways, yeah. So running back seems to be a little bit of a concern before Charbonnet comes back. Anyways, another Jadarian Price move. He did buy his family a brand new house with a signing bonus. I thought that was super cool. I think a lot of players do it, but it's still like it's a hefty chunk of change to do with your rookie signing bonus. So
yeah,
you know, I'm assuming not taken for granted.
We do have a report in the chat that Lamp looks like a real fullback.
Oh my god, guys, that was my sister. It's
we
a party.
We have a report in the chat that Lamp looks like a real fullback. So, I mean, let's go.
Ooh, it's classy lamp with an E.
It is. It is.
It's lampe. It's like
Lampe.
Let's see here. I think this is the last Seahawks news. Let me double check. I kind of want it to be. Let's see. It's taking forever. How about this? Super Bowl preseason power rankings.
Yeah.
Pretty much the AP poll version for the NFL. Seahawks Super Bowl champs are at 3. I think this is bullshit. Sorry, I think Indiana should be ranked first in the country, or number 1 in the country in the AP poll and coaches poll, any poll out there. And I think the Seahawks should be ranked number 1.
I agree.
Even though the Rams were a 2-point conversion away from winning the Super Bowl.
And only a 2-point conversion away.
That's it.
Yes. It was so funny. Earlier this week, it resurfaced. You remember the Indianapolis Colts player who they played against the Rams? And he was going to celebrate and he dropped the ball in the end zone. The next week he wasn't on the Colts anymore.
No, but I've seen it.
That would have won the game for the Colts.
And they would have made the playoffs, right? They're pretty close.
And we're talking about like a 2-point conversion play. Like, let's talk about all the other plays, right? So anyway, I agree. I think Super Bowl winner every year should be number 1 in the power rankings. They deserve it. They want
the Super Bowl loser should be 2, no matter how many chicks your coach hooks up with. Okay, so obviously you know who won is. It's the de facto Super Bowl champion.
Yes, the 2026, 2027, and 2028 Super Bowl champions.
I was gonna
the Rams. I have no idea. Yeah, love you too, bud. See ya.
Did you just hear that? Sorry, I don't know why that made me laugh so much. Obviously you know who number 1 is. It was the Rams. Oh my god, what I was saying was I hate it. This is not basketball. I think I've said this on this podcast before. The Seahawks are the 2025 Super Bowl champions. This is not the 2025-2026 season. 2025 season. This is not the 26-27 season. It's 2026 season. This is football. It's not basketball. Stop doing that.
I'm just crowning the Rams for the next 3 Super Bowls.
Yeah, for
We
sure.
we don't even have to play football for another 4 years.
Well, the AFC does. We don't.
I mean, they're just going to beat anybody that comes out of the AFC. So everybody might as well just take a 4-year vacation. We'll all come back, and then we'll pick it up from there.
Do you remember how much everybody was shitting on them when they drafted Ty Simpson in the first round? Does everybody forget that?
They're one of the power rankings.
Everybody was saying like a D, for the Rams offseason grades. Puka Nacua saying some anti-Semitic stuff and just biting people, Everybody
fudgies.
Forget about that. Can you guess who number 2 is, though? Because number 2 kind of caught me off guard.
Broncos?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
talk to me when Bo Nix beats a freaking team from the state of Washington. I've never seen it. Sorry, I lied. From the city of Seattle. Because he beat Wazoo.
Poor Wazoo.
Poor Wazoo. Yeah. I've never seen him do it. So why are you putting him ahead of us on the power rankings? I've never seen him beat a team from Seattle. But we do keep going on the power rankings if you want to. Or can I transition?
Yeah.
We do get a great uniform matchup, which I forgot to fucking screenshot. This is the show of record when it comes to great uniform matchups. I am a little disappointed that it's not color on white. It should always be in the NFL. It should always be color on white, whether the Seahawks bring back the white throwbacks or the Broncos wear a white throwback. And we're going to be live streaming that game for everybody. So, I don't know. I talked to my wife. I was like, I just need to do this. But, yeah, that's going to be an all-time great uniform game. Throw back to the AFC West.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. And I was really pumped to see that matchup. The dinger, of course, needs to be color on white, but it's not.
I
was just wondering your opinion about that, because that's the first thing I thought of when I saw the.
It's the first thing I thought of too. Honestly, it was, man, this is really cool, and it would have been a whole lot better if it was color on white. So that's okay.
I don't mind color on gray either. Like when the Seahawks used to wear wolf gray, or like, I don't know if you remember in the early 2000s, the Patriots would wear silver, like a light silver. That doesn't bug me, but just color on color, like it just looks so like amateur. But it'll still, like I said, still be a great, all-time great uniform matchup for 2026. They are bringing the rivalries uniforms back, which I reported on, saying that they weren't going to, saying that this is the year of the white throwback, all right, because they don't have to wear the color rush uniforms, or not color rush, rivalry uniforms anymore. Turns out they're still going to do it, which sucks because they're ugly. Sorry.
I don't have as strong opinion about it anymore.
I do. You know why you don't? Because we had an amazing comeback. That's why.
You've always had this take about uniforms. You're like, man, the ugliest uniforms can stay around forever if they get a big win in them. And yeah. Maybe that's the reason. I don't know, but I'm kind of indifferent about it.
Maybe if they didn't, maybe if they didn't use that ugly ass uniforms during that game, they wouldn't have been down 16 points in the fourth
Or maybe
quarter.
the uniform gave them the power to come back.
Dude, the uniforms are the ugliest. I get pissed off even when I see people wearing them. I'm like, stop wasting your money. That is so ugly. So, for those of you watching, I don't know if you know this. I have about probably like 150 Seahawks jerseys. Never will I own a rivalry uniform. And if my wife got me a rivalry uniform or a jersey, I'd be like, take that back, dude. I don't want that.
Oh, man.
All right, we got a couple minutes left. Want to get to news around the NFL?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Both some kind of Seahawks news. We'll split them. We'll go see. There's only 3 stories. We'll go Seahawks, ex-Seahawk, NFL, ex-Seahawk. Okay. We will start with the news of Kobe Bryant. Seahawks looking pretty damn smart for letting him go. Maybe if they didn't practice on that natural grass or play on that natural grass, he wouldn't have tore his ACL or whatever.
Yeah, it's a bummer. I really liked him, and I mean, I still do. I feel like, he's kind of one of the guys that I could still root for on another team.
Oh,
and
for sure.
It's hard to.
There was no hard feelings when he left.
No. So it's sad, but not a season ender. Hopefully
he ain't coming back this year. They said mid-December. I don't think he's coming back. I'm bummed for him. Did you by chance see what Ben Johnson said to the media yesterday?
No.
About how his goal this year is to become the highest scoring offense of all time in NFL history. I mean, to be fair, yeah, cool. That's a good goal. Maybe don't say it out loud. You don't see Mike Macdonald going, you know what? We're going to be the 85 Bears. That's the goal. You cannot do that because comparing yourself to that just makes it unreasonable.
Yeah. That's wild.
Yeah. I guess they're kind of saying that's going to be bulletin board material for like every team they play this year.
Every single defense. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Especially like the league's, second best defense. Because remember, the Texans are the best. Sorry. Just like everything else, the Seahawks is second best defense in the NFL. Wow, Kyle Hill. 9395 Kobe Bryant. Suck it. Jeez. Not a happy camper with Kobe Bryant.
No.
He didn't even take that much more money to leave. But yeah. Let's get to this is my story of the day. I don't know if I'm sure you've heard about it. Did you hear about Jaden Daniels sending LSU a cease and desist letter?
No.
Yeah, he's like, hey, listen, you cannot use. So he's pissed. They gave a new player number 5. He was there for 2 years. Did win a Heisman, not a national championship. This isn't Joe Burrow saying, hey, So, to help the court of public opinion, which has been great for Jaden Daniels since last season started, because he's built like a popsicle stick and is always hurt. He no longer wants anything to do with LSU because they gave number 5 to a defensive back. I can't believe you haven't heard of this.
No, I haven't. That is wild.
That was the top story of the day until the Seahawks signed Terrion Arnold.
That's insane.
Yeah, especially college. You have 85 players on the roster, 85 scholarship players on the roster, not to mention walk-ons. You probably have 10 walk-ons?
Well, there's some schools that wear double numbers.
Yeah, I was going to say. Michael Penix wore number 9. So did Dominique Hampton.
Yeah. This isn't even the worst it can get. LSU could give this jersey number away twice. And
dude, I just couldn't believe it. Yeah, okay, you played there 2 years. You won 9 games. He wants the Shedeur Sanders treatment.
Shedeur Hanges. Yeah. It's Shedur's fault. It's poor kid. But yes, it's his fault. Every quarterback that's got a plus 500 win-loss record in college football now is going to want their jersey number in the rafters because it's the Shedeur way.
Yeah, some other news that I didn't screenshot really quick before we get in. Probably my favorite story. It's pretty unreported on. But Kyler Murray named starting quarterback.
Oh, thought you were going another story. It's all right. Keep going.
before the first preseason game, JJ McCarthy must suck ass. Like, he must be really bad. To not even name the quarterback, be like, hey, you know what? We gave it all off season. It's a tight battle. We're gonna give it to Kyler because of his experience. Yeah, JJ must suck.
Yeah, not great.
All right, bring
And
up.
yeah,
Go ahead. Sorry.
not great. I'm interested to know how bad Kyler Murray is after then seeing the Arizona Cardinals training camp videos.
They haven't been great.
They've been awful.
But then again, I did bring this up. So obviously, they paid Jacoby, which they had to do. And then Marvin Harrison's been dropping some balls, but I will admit, if you don't remember 2021, that was the news around Jamar Chase, just that he couldn't catch the ball. And believe it or not, he ended up being pretty damn good at catching the football. So I don't put too much stock into that. But yeah, I'd assume the Cardinals are picking top 4 in the draft this year.
I think so.
What story were you talking about? The Jets? I saw you put your fists up. Go ahead.
No. It's a story about next Seahawk, so I'm kind of waiting for that.
Yeah. That's number 1. We'll just bring that up now because I forgot the other story I was going to bring up because Kyler got me distracted. Kenneth Walker actually hates everybody. He didn't show up to the Super Bowl ring ceremony. Only Seahawk not to show up to the Super Bowl ring ceremony. Turns out he hates his current teammates also. He's throwing balls at teammates and executing perfect takedowns. If you haven't seen the video, I'd advise you to go check out Kenneth Walker training camp fight. I knew he was like into anime and stuff. It looks like he pulled out some real anime moves on his teammates.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. I saw Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce raving about him. Haven't really seen any of the defenders raving about him. It seems like he's just out for blood. So
it's wild though. Because like this guy, you didn't hear a peep out of him.
No.
Like is Macdonald like
and
the
Pete,
Mike Tomlin of running
Pete.
backs?
And Pete had him for 2 years.
Okay, well,
and Pete took care of Marshawn. Pete took care of Marshawn for a long time.
I just don't understand. Like, this is out of nowhere. This is the quiet guy in the back of class.
Yeah, so was his RKO that he did on his teammate. It was out
I know. He's just like I don't understand where this is coming from.
This Missouri. It's hot. It's humid.
It's hot. It's Missouri. It's hot. That'd get me grumpy too. All's forgiven, K9. I don't like the heat either.
It was it was something else. I couldn't believe that when I saw it. It was like everybody, Kenneth Walker hates everybody. He's just going around fighting everybody.
That's crazy.
To be fair, at least he's healthy, unlike Jadarian Price. But
for now.
Yeah, just so weird. You didn't expect it.
No.
Seems like everyone hates him. Except Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes. They're very impressed.
That's all that matters.
And they paid him a shitload of money for a guy that's rushed for 1,000 yards twice in his career and barely crossed that threshold. So, yeah. Any hot takes?
Any hot takes?
I don't know if I really even have one.
I don't really have one now either. I feel like, any hot takes? I really don't have one this week. I feel like we're kind of in the lull of waiting to figure out.
Thank God for Hard Knocks.
What's going on? Yeah, and
Because if this was any other team besides the Seahawks, I would not care. I'm sure.
I mean, I'll take a stab at one. I don't really think it's a hot take. I think it's just like a safe assumption.
That's a cold cut. Go ahead.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Give it anyway.
Here's a cold cut.
Exactly.
Cut.
You think that Russell Wilson's going to take Romo's job? That's my hot take.
Ooh, I never even thought of that. That's wild.
Okay, go ahead.
That's a great hot take.
Cold cut. Remind me.
Oh, cold cut. Here's your cold cut. Feel like Arnold gets on the commissioner's list. I don't think he's going to play.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just
It's
like
kind of-
that,
it's kind of
like
a
this
hot
is
take.
this is all like some like we're making much out of nothing. Like this is
a very lukewarm take.
yeah, this is like this is a big hullabaloo. Like we've buried the lead the whole show. We got all up in arms about this, and it's gonna be for nothing. Like I don't think he's gonna see the football field. I think it's over. I think we're just making much out of nothing just because we want football back.
Yeah. I mean, what? Yeah. Well, it'd be cool if he was like good and played for us, and then we're like, hey, yo, this guy kidnapped people and is a Super Bowl champion now. Sorry.
Yeah.
Look at what you can do. That's a good, honestly, that would be a great story to show the inmates at like San Quentin. Be like, look at this guy. You kidnapped people. So did this guy. Look at what he's doing. This could
Oh
be you.
my gosh.
He's a motivational speaker now. That's gonna be a sentence.
Oh. Yeah, and you too could wind up like me, serving life in prison because I was an idiot.
I get work release.
Get work release. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, chat. We appreciate all of you.
Yeah, thanks everybody. We appreciate it. This has been a fun show.
It's been a fun show. We've been out of it for a little while, and now we get to come back and talk to you on a great day with a bunch of Seahawks news. So
yeah, pretty soon it'll be weekly too. We're coming up. So all right.
Thanks.
Well, we'll see you soon. Thanks everybody. This will be a Thursday show from now on. I don't think we said that. But kind of once the season kicks off, it'll be more regular. So
yep.
All right. Thanks everybody. See ya.
We did not care